wow, there's so many people on my banned list. You know, a lot of people ask me, Travis, how do you deal with all the negativity and hatred directed towards you just because you make YouTube videos? Well, the answer is I don't deal with it. I don't play that game. If someone says something that I don't like or something nasty, they want that attention. I'm not going to give it to them. I'm just going to put them on the block list, and that's the end of it. And I think these people leaving these type of comments, it says something more about them than it does about me. Maybe their girlfriend broke up with them. Maybe they're just in a bad mood. Maybe they haven't eaten, so they're hungry and they're grumpy. And maybe they're just someone that doesn't appreciate good art. It's kind of like that speech that Rocky Balboa gave where you got to be able to take the hits and keep moving forward, and that's what life is about. Well, that's how it is doing any kind of artistic venture. You're going to take hits along the way, but I'm willing to take those hits to keep moving forward and putting something into the world that I think is right. You know, these muscles of mine aren't just for show. Imabel's making me be her bodyguard today because she's withdrawing a large sum of money from an ATM. But unfortunately, it's not our money, at least not all of it. Imabel, what are you doing? I'm gonna withdraw a big amount of money. It's for the band that I'm booking. Aside from being an event host and a talent manager, I also am a talent coordinator. So that's what I'm gonna do today. What band did you book? I booked Rocksteady for a show in Cavite City, Samar. What bands have you booked in the past? I also booked Moonstar 88, Barbie, Imago, AGs, and other artists in the past. So I really love doing this. That's the first set. One thing that you have to be careful of before you withdraw money from an ATM is check to make sure it hasn't been tampered with, because people will put things in where they can swipe the information from your card and make a duplicate of it. That's a very common thing in the Philippines. It's also pretty common in America, especially if you go to gas stations. Even if you go to a restaurant and you pay by card, don't let the waiter take the card out of your sight. That's just a tip if you want to be safe. Happened to me, I got my card skimmed in the United States, and I hear about it happening all the time here. Another reminder when you withdraw from the ATM, like this ATM here right now, when you put your card inside, there are a lot of things that show up, but just be focused on entering the right PIN and looking at the necessary instructions that you need to do the transaction, because if not, your card might be captured. Now we just gotta transport the money a short distance just to the bank right over here. Usually the queue is very long, like you have to wait for, like, the longest can be like 30 minutes or maybe something like that, but now thankfully it's very short, so you don't have to wait long here. I don't like the banks in the Philippines. I don't think they're near as secure or have near as good customer service as the ones in the United States. The ones in America, they have very good security, and if your card does get skimmed or whatever, there's insurance against it. Here, I don't know if they'd reimburse you. Thankfully, I was able to deposit the down payment for the artist I booked for a concert. Thanks to Travis. Mission accomplished. If you want to have a video that gets lots of hits on YouTube, the most important things are your title and your thumbnail. And a lot of the time, if you try and grab a screenshot from the actual video, they don't make nice looking stills, they're very ugly, so it's better just to have a separate camera for still photos and shoot something at the location. And I don't have a camera since my robbery, but thankfully I have Kevin's camera that I borrowed, and today we're going to be shooting some stills for one of my new videos, and maybe this will kind of show you the process that we go through to create some of this art. Some good shots there. All I have to do is remove the background, put in something more colorful, something more interesting, maybe some text, and you'll have a pretty good thumbnail. And there you go, the finished product. I got a butterfly on my shirt. I guess it's because I'm giving off a positive aura that these insects are attracted to me. At least that's what the Buddhist nuns told me when we shot at that monastery last year, when the fly was bothering me at lunch, and they said, "You can't kill that. It's gonna give you bad karma, man." So they wouldn't let me kill the fly. I'm here with Scott, one of my patrons, and he lives here in the Philippines. How long have you been here?
1 year. Yesterday made 1 year.
A year? And how long did you plan on staying long when you first came here?
A couple of months.
And then that turned into a year?
A whole year, yeah, as of yesterday.
That's the way it happens for most people, I think. What do you like about my videos?
I like your videos because they're very informative, especially for someone like me who's from the U.S., who's very interested in the Philippines. You have a lot of great information on there, educational information. I think it's great. It's good stuff.
So I guess I'm the man to ask, are you saying I'm the authority on the subject matter?
I would say you are. As an American, you can give insight to other Americans or other foreigners, actually, that want to come to the Philippines, visit, or even move here.
There you have it from someone other than myself. Well, Scott, I would just like to say that we really appreciate you being a patron, because it's patrons like you that are help making these videos bigger and better and available for everyone, whether they're a patron or not. There's so many people that are benefiting because of your patronage, and me and Imabel just would really like to thank you.
You're quite welcome, both of you.
This was shot on Canon cameras, and I'd like to thank everyone in our patron family. You can be part of the family. Just go to patreon.com/Kraft.